So question for you. Do you want to build a sales business one day that you can scale out and one day sell, that somebody comes in and acquires what you've built? So right now, let's talk about the key ingredients to help you make that happen.
Let's get this money. Euros, dollar bills, getting this on Let's get this money. One year hand, better know I'm on it.
What's cracking, everybody? Money Smart Guy, Matt Sapaula here, hailing to you from one of the tallest buildings here in downtown Dallas, here at the Integrity building here. This is the Fountain Place building. Amazing condos over there. The new Goldman Sachs building is being built over there. If you guys can see the cranes, see the foundation being built. That's down the road is going to be the future Y'all Street, basically the Wall Street of Texas. The Texas Stock Exchange will be down there. But anyway, I want to record this video because we're going through a meeting right now here in this boardroom. And a lot of ingredients we're talking about what it becomes a scalable and saleable business.
So here's the deal. No politician, no president, no government program is going to swoop in and transform your business. So despite what goes on in the White House, the most important move you can make right now is what goes on in your house and in your community. The only person who can change your circumstance is you. But here's the thing. Success just doesn't happen in isolation. It's just not about you. It's about the people you surround yourself with. So that's where the power of community comes in. You see, 9 years ago, my life changed forever when I was introduced to Patrick Bet-David through Pastor Dudley Rutherford, who my sister Jocelyn introduced to me after church on Sunday. That single connection opened doors that I didn't even know existed. It showed me firsthand how being in a room filled with driven, like-minded individuals can completely shift the trajectory of your business and your life. Since then, I've gone from broke and bankrupt United States Marine Corps veteran to building a business where I paid over $100 million to other people and rewriting my family legacy in the meantime. Believe me, the old saying is true. Your network is your net worth. That's why I'm hosting the ultimate upscale mastermind and networking event for entrepreneurs who are hungry for more. Cigars, wealth, and whiskey. If you're done waiting for handouts, if you're ready to stop playing small, if you understand that your circle is a key to unlocking the next level of your success and discover the next best version of you, well, then this event then is for you. While everyone is coasting through the holidays, we are strategizing to make 2025 the best year yet. On December 19th, on the marquee here in Frisco, join us in the heart of the North DFW area for an unforgettable evening of connection, inspiration, and collaboration. You'll network with some of those influential movers and shakers in the area, people who are making it happen just like you. This is more than just a networking event. It's the catalyst you've been waiting for. So don't wait. Spots are limited and this will sell out just like it did last time. Click the link below to secure your ticket now. This is your moment. Take it.
So number one, people got to believe in your vision and your people got to be inspired by your leadership. Here's the bottom line. Sales leadership is everything. And what is leadership? It's helping people do things they otherwise would not have done themselves. Your future buyers not only have to have a good feeling about what you've currently done with your current business, but they have to have a great feeling of what happens if you sell them your business and you're no longer in the picture, how they're left with the people that you left behind, the products, the systems, the environment, the culture. They got to feel fantastic about what they're acquiring from you. Meanwhile, your team needs clear direction. You got to establish a simple, duplicatable product and process that can be done over and over and over. A billionaire once told me that the billions are made in the boring. Oftentimes people think they have to have this sophisticated product or service. No, your system, your process, your sales business just has to be simple, duplicatable, and scalable through sales leadership. The bottom line, the buyer has to feel they're fixed on something long-term they can bank on. Here's a quick tip. Be a leader that just doesn't build followers. Be a leader that builds leaders. An example of that is what we're currently doing right now in business. 2 years after acquisition, 2 years after Patrick Bet-David sold PHP Agency for nearly $300 million. We're sitting in the same boardroom right now, the post-PBD era, where we grew the business by 91.7%. We're sitting here with the CEO founder of Integrity Marketing Group to do some phenomenal things. We're showing them our numbers, what our initiatives are. Why? Because Patrick Bet-David and us built sales leaders that this company grew 91.7% post-transaction. Going forward, we're excited about our current guys here in this boardroom. We're currently excited about the new initiatives we got going on. Why? Because it's built on scalable and simplified sales processes, which leads me to number 2. You got to build repeatable systems. Now, buyers love businesses that can be an autopilot that makes money over and over and over and over. I'm thinking about right now as I'm inspired here by the skyline, how many businesses just like that. Look at all these different law firms. Looking at these different, for example, Bain & Company's over there, Salesforce is over here, PwC is over there. Why? Because not based on somebody's that massively talented. It's based on scalable, dependable, repeatable systems that bottom line make money. So what are some of these? Number 1, marketing and lead generation processes. Your people's got to know when the next potential customers coming in through marketing and lead generation automated systems. Regardless if it's online or offline, you're constantly in front of new customers. Second part of that is sales process. When someone comes in, is the same process in your office or the office down the street or the office across the state or office across the country? Is it the same sales process? If so, that's a scalable, saleable, and repeatable, duplicatable process that bottom line makes money. And number 3, customer and client retention. We're just going through a process right now where our company, we sold for $300 million a couple years ago. Now we built that business by buying 0 leads. That's correct. 0 leads, 0 advertising went into building our company. Now we're building a multi-billion-dollar company. And guess what our advertising and marketing budget is? Billboards, mainstream media, radio and TV. Guess what the budget is? 0. Buyers love us. The buyer loves us because our system and process is scalable in terms of exponential revenue and scalable growth, but linear overhead and linear expenses. How we've done this? By documenting everything and putting everything in a manual, putting everything in a playbook, showing our guys that no matter when you come into the business, I don't care if you're in for 5 years or 6 years or 10 years or 15 years or 20 years or 6 days, you have the same manual, only improved with the teachers that are teaching it and a proof of concept that has been evolved over the years. Third one, you got to recruit, train, and hire your team. You're only as good as your people. And we call this building a unique ability team. Now, not everybody in your team is going to be a salesperson. Not everybody in your team is going to be a tech person. Not everybody in your team is going to be a creative or relationship person. But you need all of them. And just because you are one person doesn't mean your team members get along naturally with other folks, because people just have different personalities. But you as a leader have to figure out how everybody can get along, which leads me back to number 1. Everybody's got to be unified on your vision as a leader. You're constantly selling the vision of where your company's going, inspiring in everybody what everybody is working towards, and putting numbers and metrics that that team that you recruit people to and hire people to and develop people to can accomplish. And you monitor that over weekly meetings, over monthly meetings, over quarterly meetings, semi-annual and annual type of meetings. You want to do more than just onboard people, because once you onboard them, get through the initial training, you have to do ongoing training, because you have to inspect what you expect. Drill, practice, rehearse. You know, we're constantly doing with one another, practicing the basics of sales processes, the basics of overcoming objections, the basics that make sure people know that when these things come up, they know exactly what to say, and they're confident in the product and service that they're representing, that they're the top notch in the marketplace. So here's the bottom line. You want to build a team that just doesn't work for you, but you want to build a team that can thrive even without you. As a quick example, we grew our business by 91.7% 2 years after acquisition. Now we're working on things that can grow the company further, take us to a $50 million EBITDA, to $100 billion EBITDA, to a $250 million EBITDA, to a $1 billion EBITDA. That's the process we're working on right now, which makes our current existence and a current buyer excited to work together in the future. Number 4, consistent profitability. Now, buyers want financial stability. And how you get financial stability? By having stable leaders running the company. That's right, which goes back to the third point. You got to recruit, build, and hire stable people that can trust on for the long term. And those people are constantly reviewing key metrics. They're ensuring the revenue is constantly growing at a specific level. Now, we have a certain number and percent that we want to grow on a yearly basis, and we're tracking that every month to make sure our EBITDA is on track to beating last year's number, year-over-year numbers, every stinking meeting. Also, our conversations evolve around minimizing churn and turnover, minimizing clients leaving to other firms. Also, make sure that your client buys a lot of products from you, because a client that buys a lot of products from you, from your company, has more of a desire to stick with you for the long term. Furthermore, the more products they buy from you gives you the ability to cross-sell opportunities, because what you've done is not have you built a customer, but you have also built over time, you've built trust. Bottom line, here's a pro tip. Your numbers and revenue obviously have to be strong, but you build a trustworthy sales force without you having to be so talented to be running it at the top. Now, for a lot of founders, for a lot of people who pride themselves on building a sales practice to becoming a sales business, to become a saleable sales business, it's a lot of ego you got to take out of that process if you want to build a business that can thrive long after you. So therefore you build a more profitable asset that somebody wants to acquire. So bottom line, as I wrap up, building a scalable and saleable sales business is just not about you becoming a great salesperson or you having a couple great producers on your team. It's about you building a great sales process with a great sales team led by great people. Bottom line, a buyer wants to know that your business, with or without you, not only is it self-sustaining, but can also exponentially grow. If you get this right, you're gonna build a business that's profitable and valuable to future buyers. If you need help in getting this done, if you got some dots to connect, make sure you connect with me on Minnect. I'll respond there via text. We can set up a video conference, or we can set up some form of conversation from there. That being said, please put your biggest takeaway in the comment section below. And until we meet again, continue to live smart, continue to love smart, and be money smart today.
Maybe if you got a couple of your sales leaders, maybe have them talk with Matt Sapaula on Minnect to learn how to do those things.